Hello, hello. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Era7 World Cup Tournament Season 2. Today's day 3. Today's World Cup Tournament Season 2, playing stage day 3. And before we get into our games today, let's thank our sponsors first. So let's thank BNB Chain, Bilsing, and Izumi Finance for sponsoring today's live streaming. Alright, and let's get into today's games. Let's see. Absent, 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 absent. Ina group 1. See, Hollow versus Pep. Hollow is level 4. So Hollow is 2 HP away. Hollow is 2 HP away from being able to one-hit Pep with his Evil Flame. Pep has 3 cards and 4 mana, so this is Pep's last turn. Let's see. Pep needs to kill Hollow this turn, and yep, Pep got it. Pep actually killed Hollow this turn. Good play. Good play by Pep. Let's wait for their second game. Meanwhile, let's check out this one. Okay. So it's Frozen Academy versus Frozen Zen. So it's looking good for Escape Shadow right now. So Wine Master, okay. Wine Master and Pixie. Pixie is a hard carry for mid row. Round 6. So Zen can play Wine Master this turn. Yep. Oh, but Shadow got the Ice Mountain. Nice. So let's see if Shadow has anything like Mind Control. Or just more creatures. And this is looking good for Shadow. Shadow get rid of the Hexproof Wine Master with his Winter God. He has a Mila. Use Mila to block because Shadow is out of cards. So Shadow can play Milan next turn again. Shadow is lacking cards right now. Oh, okay. So the enemy FF surrendered. That's 1-1. Got last game. Let's see how Pep is doing. Let's check out their last game first and go back to Pep after this game. But it's a pretty good start for both sides. They both got 2 cost minions on board. So who's the recruiting? What level is this? Level 5 recruiting. This is the double strike link right now. And if there's one more heritage here, then this is gonna be a triple strike lane. But it looks like nope. Okay. So it's a 2-mana sweep with Temple Priest. Then saving this hexproof. Probably gonna hexproof this Temple Priest. It's like pretty much guaranteed. So for Shadow, needs to try to get rid of this hexproof priest. Okay. Interesting. So Zen didn't play hexproof. Zen played heritage. And gets that triple strike. So this is a triple strike lane right now. And Shadow can't play his Icefield Siege Beast yet. This is only gonna block one attack of lane. So Shadow needs a big creature at the bottom row. Or 3 creatures. Whatever creature works. The three of them. And that's if Zen didn't get a clean sweep. Okay, that's a surrender. So Shadow sadly lose to Zen. Frozen Academy is smaller than Zen Frozen. So we can say Zen OP. Okay, so it's Pab's victory again. Halo lost both of the games. That's a sad story. And this one, their last game. Let's check out. RE's game and Frango NFT. Okay, it's already, I don't know, turn 8? Or maybe it's turn 9, turn 10. It got 9 mana. RE has an Evil Flame. The level 5 Evil Flame. So that's 16 damage. So Frango needs to guess. Frango needs to guess. 1, 2, 3. So 7. Frango needs to guess. Okay. Not so lucky for Frango. Frango didn't guess it right. So 1 out of 7 odd. Frango didn't get it. Oh, that's so sad. It's their last game, and that's the last round. Frango had a chance. It was less than it was less than 15%, but Frango had a chance. And he wasn't lucky. Frango didn't get it. That's a feels bad, man. Alright, let's see. Group 3. Live, no live. Oh, there's still one more live. See. So it's 𝙏𝙬 and 𝙂𝙧. So 𝙂𝙧 is then Rough Ruck and 𝙏𝙬 is also classic Frozen Zen. So looking like I'm assuming 𝙏𝙬 is running Tempo Priest with buff cards. So Yin Yang Seal, combo, and Hexproof. Assuming this is his deck. And for 𝙂𝙧, see he got Sword Taoist, Brave Teacher, and Pixie. So this is probably a card that mainly focus on filling up the board. Because there's like we don't really see any spells. Most of the cards he played and are creatures, and the cards are in 𝙂𝙧's hands are also creatures. So this is probably a deck that's filled up with creatures. And for 𝙏𝙬 played level 5 Mountain Power, so that's a 6 armor Temple Priest. And it's a level 4 Pixie. So Temple Priest needs at least 4 HP to survive. So if 𝙏𝙬 can come up with some buff cards, maybe Temple Priest gets to survive next round. But 𝙂𝙧 is probably trying to get rid of the Temple Priest right now. I'm assuming 𝙂𝙧 is gonna play creatures mid-row. And 𝙏𝙬 is either gonna play buff cards on Temple Priest or try to play something in front of it. Okay, buff cards. But sadly, it's not enough to get rid of the Brave Teacher. So, gonna get taken down by the Double Strike Pixie. So, Pixie at this time can only be taken away by Frozen's conversion or Zen's clean sweep. Yeah, either the 2 mana sweep or the 4 mana sweep. So let's see if 𝙏𝙬 has any of that. And that's only if 𝙂𝙧 is not running hexproof. If 𝙂𝙧 is running hexproof and he has it right now, then this is GG for 𝙏𝙬. Oh, 𝙂𝙧 runs a huge Sunburn Dragon. Alright, 𝙏𝙬 only have creatures. So, yep. 𝙏𝙬 couldn't stop 𝙂𝙧's attack with just small creatures. Alright, that's it for this group. The probably next 10 groups. Live? Live? Are these absent? Or not absent? Okay. We play quick. Play pretty quickly. Let's see. Oh, life. Oh, interesting. This is very interesting. Let's check it out. So this is Hope or Hope. Hope. Um, Empire and Rough Rock. This is Venticello. And it's Frozen Pirate. Frozen Pirate versus Empire Rough Rock. Oh, playing the Earthshaker. So who probably run out of cards to come back. This Earthshaker is his only chance. But if Venticello is running Happy Space, he is also probably running the Portrait. So he probably got Portrait in his deck. And if he has Portrait, then the Earthshaker is not going to be able to hit Venticello self. Okay, so that's 18 damage. That's not enough. We can say Hoop tried. Hoop did try, but it's not enough. Sadly, couldn't get. Oh, he actually changed deck. Hoop has a 3K bell power deck, but he was running the 2.6K. So let's check out their game one. It's very interesting. Very interesting how Hoop wins the game when the opponent has 1K much higher bell power. I think it's 1.1K bell power higher than Hoop's deck. So Mantello's running looks like an aggro deck. This card is aggro, this card is aggro, and this card is also aggro, this card is also aggro. And Hoop is playing the Zoo deck. So basically fill up the board with a bunch of small creatures, and probably Hoop is probably running Hymn of Light. So fill up the board with creatures and then use Hymn of Light, and that's a win. So let's see. Venticello passing round one with no cards played. So Hope gets a free Wolf Moon Priest on board and gets another one, but he's going to play the Templar Knight, protecting the Wolf Moon Priest. It's a good play. The set part is this Templar Knight is only level 1, so he only has 3 HP, but it's still a good play, protecting the Wolf Moon Priest. Okay, playing the Deathless Spirit, and it's doing really good. It spawned in the mid row again. That's very interesting. It spawned in the mid row again, so it gets rid of the Wolf Moon Priest. But also, it's lucky, but also unlucky, because the second time when it traded with the Wolf Moon Priest, it just died. It wasn't deathless. But Hoop is doing well. Hoop's getting all that damage in. All these small wolves and the missionary buffing the wolves. And still running conversion. But sadly that's not enough. So who gets this game? Very interesting. Group 22. Alright, let's see. After group 22, oh, there's a live going on. 7, 2.8. Let's see. So, Empire Rough Rock and Zen Rough Rock. Okay, so it's 𝙂𝙧𝙪𝙩𝙪 and 𝙂𝙧𝙪𝙪𝙪. So this looks like, yep, looks like a buffing deck. Running a lot of buff cards. Okay. Buffing his big carry. Penetrating through the mid row. So for Goonie, he can either go for top row kill and hope that 𝙂𝙧𝙪𝙪𝙪 is not running yin-yang seal, or he doesn't have yin-yang seal in his hand, and 𝙂𝙧𝙪𝙪 also don't play any creatures top row, then he's only gonna need, let's see, it's 4 damage here. Its Hymn of Light is only level 1, but that's still 4 damage more. So that's 8 damage. He only needs 3 more damage. And since Hymn of Light gives 2, so if Goonie plays anything here, anything at the top row that's at this 1 attack, and play Hymn of Light, then it's GG. Okay, but 𝙂𝙧𝙪𝙪 playing this Spearman, blocking top row, blocking that 1 attack. So Goonie can only get in 2 attack, and that makes 𝙂𝙧𝙪𝙪 wins the game. Well played by 𝙂𝙧𝙪𝙪. Alright. The group 24, no life. No life. It's Uranus boy. You just lost your game? That's that's very sad to hear. But I checked the announcement. I think there is 3 qualifiers this time. So there can be 3 people getting out of the playing stage group. So hey, as long as you're top 3, maybe you can still make it back. Snow White group 20 to 30. So let's start from 30. Life to absence? No, not absent. Okay, there's a live going on. Very close battle power. Interesting. Empire Rough Rock versus Frozen Academy. So this is a Trample Caroline. This is very broken. Trample Caroline. But Academy has Mila on board. So he gets to copy whatever freeze whatever spell card Free is going to play. So you got 12 points. That's pretty good. Isn't 12 points guarantees you to get out of the group stage? I mean playing stage? Actually, I'm not sure. But I think 12 is enough. So Academy gets to block the top row. 2 damage in, and there's another 2 damage. Only 3 HP left. And Free still got 39 HP. 38 HP. Oh, and another field defense. Is it level 1? Oh, it's a level 3. Level 3 field defense. 2 more rounds. So, if you got 12 points, then... Oh, let's see. That's a Tyrant. Oh, that's a super unlucky Tyrant. And he got rid of the Trample Caroline. Oh, it's looking really bad for Free. The Tyrant gets silenced. And before he gets silenced, it got rid of the Trample Caroline. This is super unlucky for Free. Okay. I think Free gets it. Free got the Wolf Moon Priest carrying the last hit. Yeah, let's see the rankings. Yeah, 15 is probably the highest. So if you win every single game, you will have 15 points. And if you lost one, you get 12. So let's see. Technically, if you win 7 games, then you get 21 points. So you can still get, let's see, you can still get 18 points. That's not bad. You can still get 18 points. You just need to win 2 more games. Okay. See. No life, no life. Life. We go 40 to 50. Oh, there's 1 life. 2.9 versus 2.6. 1-1 score. So this is their last game. Oh, Caroline. Amount of power Caroline. And a Pixie. Okay, Sobo has a spell card. That's sadly not enough. The first strike and double strike, Caroline wins the game. That is very sad for Sobo. There's nothing Sobo can do against a super buff Caroline. Alright, let's see. Let's see. Oh, live going on. Only game 2. It's winning. The 2.4k is winning when it's against the 3k. Let's see. Volk Zula playing the Inferno Academy versus Victory 25's then an Empire deck. And this tree has hexproof and heritage. Interesting. Victory running the AoE, trying to get rid of 𝙂𝙗𝙪𝙗, but 𝙂𝙗𝙪𝙗 is also trying to get Victory's HP down. Victory's HP is down to 9, and 𝙂𝙗𝙪𝙗 is again Inferno Academy, so Inferno has a lot of spell cards that deal straight up damage to the player. So let's see if 𝙂𝙗𝙪𝙗 gets it. Victory 25 has 2 Holy Punishment. The level 4. So it plays 2 Holy Punishment in a row. There's nothing 𝙂𝙗𝙪𝙗 can do. 𝙂𝙗𝙪𝙗 couldn't deal with the top row because both creatures are hexproof. So he can only play creatures to get rid of the hexproof creatures because spells won't do it. But Victory 25 knows that, so Victory 25 played Holy Punishment 2 times in a row to make sure he gets damage at top row into 𝙂𝙗𝙪𝙗 2 times because he needs both times to, I think maybe, yeah, he needs both lane and the tree. Even if it's only because the tree was in front of lane, so if 𝙂𝙗𝙪𝙗 plays anything, then the tree is gonna hit the creature, and then it's gonna be a lane dealing damage to 𝙂𝙗𝙪𝙗. And the lane wasn't buffed, so it only had 2 attack. So even if lane hits 𝙂𝙗𝙪𝙗 twice, that's only 4 damage. So Victory kind of needed to play Holy Punishment. He didn't really have a choice, but it was also a very good play. Okay, so Victory 25 started with lane, and 𝙂𝙗𝙪𝙗 didn't get the lane first round. So Victory gets to play Mastering Seclusion. That's a heritage in front of lane. So if 𝙂𝙗𝙪𝙗 has a trample creature that has at least 5 attack, can get rid of both lane and Mastering Seclusion. But 𝙂𝙗𝙪𝙗 is not having that, so he has to go for the face route. He has to get rid of Victory 25 as fast as he can before Victory 25 gets him. So Victory 25 is down to 8 HP. And again, 𝙂𝙗𝙪𝙗 is playing the Inferno race. So we still don't know if 𝙂𝙗𝙪𝙗 is running any Inferno spell cards or not. But if 𝙂𝙗𝙪𝙗 does run those, then Victory 25 is in danger. Okay? Looks like no. But 𝙂𝙗𝙪𝙗 is running crazy Wrath. So that's a GG. 𝙂𝙗𝙪𝙗 wins the game with his super buff doggy. That is very well played by 𝙂𝙗𝙪𝙗. So let's see 𝙂𝙗𝙪𝙗's ranking right now. 𝙂𝙗𝙪𝙗 is 9. Victory 25 is 10. So they're very close. Close. Interesting. So 𝙂𝙗𝙪𝙗 won this one. Then lost to at the lock-in. So 𝙂𝙗𝙪𝙗 lost to at lock-in. Let's see if Victory 25 wins again at lock-in. Victory 25. Oh, Victory 25 actually won against at lock-in. Then who did Victory 25 lost to? This guy. Okay, so this guy, Dream guy. Then 1-1. And then Moxzilla. So he lost to the #1 guy. So this is very tight. Moxzilla and Victory 25. They're gonna be very tight in this group. Alright, let's see. There's any live games going on. Looks like there's no. Oh, never mind. There's a live game. It's very close bell power. Looking good, looking good. Let's check this out. So it's Zion Spartan versus Dark Yoshi. So level 2 Sunburn Dragon. A level 1 Inferno Butcher. So it's Frozen Inferno. Very classic aggro deck. And Dark Yoshi is running Zen Rough Rock. It's probably creature based. And it looks like Dark Yoshi is gonna win this game because Zion Spartan needs to be finishing the game before mana gets to 9. Usually Inferno Frozen stack try to finish their opponent before the both players uh mana gets even to 9. Usually the games are finished at mana 6 or mana 7. So the fact that they can get to mana 9, yeah, mana 9, it's pretty much a win for Dark Yoshi. And yet, not surprised at all. It's a victory for Dark Yoshi. And that's a 2-0 for Dark Yoshi. Let's check out the rankings. And Dark Yoshi is actually only at 10 points, while Zion Spartan is at 12 points. So aggro is doing pretty well. Aggro decks are beating up everyone besides Dark Yoshi's deck. Alright, there's no life. Let's see if there's any live going on. Right? Santini School 7. This is a scholarship account. Let's see if scholarship account can win against Trader. When Trader has a super huge Academy Flower, Shroud Flower. Let's see. Santini is Rough Rock Pirate, and it looks like the account is running Portrait. So there are creatures for sure to block the flower's attack. So Trader needs to find a way to deal with the Portrait's unlimited piggy. And his first solution is steal the piggy. But he only gets to steal one time because it just died. It just died this time. But it does get rid of the piggy bot row. Oh, and that was the last round. So Trader couldn't get his flower to hit. So the scholarship account is actually winning because Trader couldn't get his flower to hit the player itself. The flower couldn't deal any direct damage. It only needed one time, but it's that one time that he just can't get it through. Can't get it through the portraits. So this turn, Trader play a very classic round one smuggler and it was a portrait. So Zatini actually burned his portrait to play Happy Space. So I assume Zatini is having another portrait in his hand. That's why he can comfortably burn the portrait. Otherwise, it would be kind of weird to burn the portrait because portrait can combo with the happy space, unlimited amount of time, and that means unlimited amount of draws. So the only way or the only reason that you can burn your portrait is probably because you either don't need it right now because you can finish the game before you play it, which is very unlikely to be the chance because it's not an aggro deck. So the other reason would be you have another portrait in your hand. And Trader is playing Mila because he wants to look for Zatini's portrait. So he can run unlimited amount of portrait with Zatini when he has Mila on board. And I think Zatini knows about that. So Zatini is not playing portrait. Zatini is straight up playing creatures like the elephant. That's Zatini's strategy right now. He's trying to avoid um all the spell cards he can play and just play creatures. It's very interesting. He runs 3 Burrowing Badger. And Trader is trying to survive and force Zatini to play some kind of spell. And Zatini is trying his best to avoid spell. So this is a race between if Trader can force Zatini to run out of creatures before his HP goes to 0, or if Zatini can get Trader's HP to under 0. And Zatini gets it. So Zatini lost the very first game, who won the other 2. And Zatini is also 700 bell power, lower than Trader. So whoever is playing this scholarship account is doing well. Is playing the deck very well. Let's see the rankings. And 13 points. Doing very well. And there are 2 absent people. So there is actually only 6 people in the group. And Zatini is at 13 points right now. And the number 1 is 15 points. So the number 1 didn't lose a single game. Let's see if 𝙧𝙧𝙪𝙩𝙪 lost to number 1 in group. Okay. So 𝙧𝙧𝙪𝙧 didn't lose to the number 1 person, but lost to Dominator 30. And Dominator 30 is only at 6 points. That is very interesting. And have 𝙧𝙧𝙪𝙧 encountered the number 1 yet? Or not? Let's check it out. Looks like it would be the last game. Yep, it would be a last game. So 𝙧𝙧𝙪𝙧 is looking good right now, but we're still not sure. 𝙧𝙧𝙪𝙧 is still not 100% guaranteed to get out of the playing stage. Alright, let's check out Group 60s. See if there's any live games going on. Okay, there's Neptune versus the Warrior. Their last game. Let's see. Neptune running the classic Frozen Zen Valley with a buff up lane. And Warrior is running, we can say control, because of his hippo. If it's very aggro, then people usually don't run hippo. Most of the time, people are put into control decks. So the fact that we see a hippo, it probably means it's a control deck. But we don't know what kind of control it is yet. Could be spell control, or it could be creature control, and maybe it's a mix of both of that. So this is round 3. Neptune has 4 mana, and Warrior has 5 because he has a long ear girl. Can see Neptune has a Brave Teacher in his hand, but Lin is still in stealth right now, so it's not in a rush. Neptune is not in a rush to block damage for Lin, and Lin gets rid of the hippo. The Brave Teacher and Hippo combo is a pretty good combo because Hippo has a very high HP but low attack, so Brave Teacher covers that. Or if you don't want to play Brave Teacher, then Mountain Power also works. And this turn, Link comes out from stealth, and Warrior knows about that, so he tries to get rid of the lane. But Neptune also knows about that, so he predicted Warrior's play and play Brave Teacher in front of it. So now Warrior is still at mana 6, and if he has another Wine Master, then I think he can get rid of the Lin. But that's only if Neptune doesn't play any heritage creature. Or not even heritage creature. Just anything that can block both strike from Wine Master in front of Lin. Then Lin gets to survive. Let's see. 6 mana. So technically he gets to play 7 mana cards as well. And the best choice would be 𝙂𝙧𝙪𝙩𝙝, 𝙂𝙧𝙪, 𝙂𝙧𝙪𝙩𝙝, 𝙂𝙧𝙪, and Master Ran. That would be Warrior's choice. 𝙂𝙧, Master Ran, and 𝙂𝙧𝙪𝙗. Okay, so Warrior does have 𝙂𝙧, but it's only level 1. So even if Warrior plays it at the mid row, it's still not enough to get rid of the lane. That is a sad story. If this 𝙂𝙧 is A attack, at this A attack, I think that's level 3. So if it's at this A attack, level 3's 𝙂𝙧, at this A attack, then it gets both the monk and Lane. And that leaves 𝙂𝙧 at the monk is 3 attack, so it leaves 𝙂𝙧 at 5 HP. And oh, never mind, because Neptune played Mastering Seclusion, so even if 𝙂𝙧 is played at mid row, it just gets swept back. So, yep, this was pretty much a GG for Warrior. No matter what Warrior played that turn, or I should say, no matter where Warrior plays his 𝙂𝙧, there is no way he can win against Neptune. Both top row and mid row means a defeat for Warrior. Let's see if there's any live games going on. Maybe we need to go to group 70s. Alright, group 70s. Let's see. Okay. We need to go to group 80s. Okay. So maybe not 80s, maybe 90s. Okay. We do see some lives going on. So it's Tomato versus PSI. Let's see. It's a common NFT MasterCard versus a legendary NFT MasterCard. So that's a huge HP difference. And PSI is Infernal Rough Rock, and all the creatures are looking like Infernal right now, so we can say PSI is running an aggro deck. And Tomato is running Rough Rock Academy. That looks like a control deck to me. So Tomato needs to try to control the board. And by this time, he's 20 HP lower than PSI. And PSI plays all 3 cards at different rows. So there's not much Tomato can do. Even if Tomato wants to play any legendary cards that can prevent this, Tomato needs at this 6 mana. And he's 1 mana lower, so there's not much Tomato can do. And that's a victory for PSI. Oh, but PSI is only at 6 points, while Tomato is at 12 points. And there's 2 more people at 12 points, so Group 91, looking very intense. And there's one more live just going on? And this guy is only 1.2k bell power, and there's no NFT MasterCard. This is actually the first one, the first player that has no MasterCard that I see in the playing stage. It's Samurai. Okay, so Samurai is thinking right now. Or is Samurai just AFK? Which shouldn't be the case, because if Samurai is just an AFK account, then he's probably gonna be absent. And Samurai is not absent, so Samurai must be playing the game logically. But it looks like Samurai is not playing. Let's see. This is their very first game. And for the two O's is absent and absent. This is both absent. So let's see the rankings. Samurai has 6 points. So Samurai is indeed a player. But they're stuck at card changing phase somehow. So maybe it's not Samurai. Maybe it's the llama that's thinking about what cards to change. Let's give them a little bit more time. Actually, let's see what Samurai played earlier. Okay, so this is a 2-0 for Samurai because the player is absent. And this one is absent. So the 6 points that Samurai get is because the players are absent. So we don't know, and Samurai is absent this time. And also this time. So Samurai is sometimes here, sometimes absent. Then what about this game? Okay, this is very weird. Samurai, Samurai, Samurai. Let's see. Group 93. Maybe we can check it out later. No live games. Live games. Check out last team. Oh, the last group still got players. And the 2.7k is winning. Interesting. Let's check it out. This is perhaps gonna be our last game today. So let's watch this second game. Oh, check your game. And it's Jimmy. Okay, we can check out your game, Jimmy, after we check out JK33. Let's see, JK33 is doing pretty well right now. It's a very interesting deck. It has 1, 2, 3, 4 legendary cards. So JK33 wins against almost 3.5k bell power. 𝙂𝙧𝙪𝙪𝙪 just owns the game. The 2-0. That is very OP from 𝙂𝙧𝙪𝙪. Alright, now let's check out Jimmy's game. Let's see. Jimmy Group 98. Alright, let's see how your round 5 went. Let's see. Alright, very intense. So 1-1 and you won the last game. Let's see. So you're running Zen Academy. And Rikus is running Zen Rough Rock. Okay, so you can see his hands. This is pretty much I would say a mixture of Control and Zoo. So Rikus is running Deer Sage and Fat Rat Fist. So the plan is probably fill up the board with creatures from early game. So 2 mana creatures, 3 mana creatures, and then start buffing them up at mana 4 and mana 5 while running some control cards. And Jimmy's card looks like a super buffing deck. Just buff cards, and then draw cards, and which probably draws into more buff cards, and I would say the hexproof bird. I can see your super buff bird already in my imagination. So let's see. Okay, and you switch one card and you get the bird. That's pretty lucky. Sweet, that's a very sweet round 1. So you get to play the fortune teller with the bird. Gets another bird. And saving that Peach Festival for round 2. Okay, and Peach Festival draws into the mana 4 buff cards. Vigor Growth. This is also a very sweet draw. And Rikus is trying to get rid of the bird, but it's impossible. So the only thing he can get rid of is the fortune teller. And we run into the visual block again, but that's no big deal. It only blocks the little pangolin. Doesn't block the bird. Yes. And then you run Yin Seal, buffing up the bird. And the pixie couldn't get the bird. It's only 7 attack, only level 2. And then the heritage from Fortune Teller buffs up the bird again. And then you draw a Cloud9. That is very lucky. Doubling the HP and then blocking Pixie's attack. And then that's another 3 heritage to the bird. Okay. Okay, that's enough to get rid of the first bird. But there is a second bird, and it's exactly a attack. Sweet. Very sweet. As a very, I would say GG. Very well played. Very well played. A very good game 1. And it's game 2. So let's check out game 2. See the cards. Let's see. So it's 4 cards. Yeah, so Rick is looking like It's looking like, I would say, towards mid and late game. There's not much pressure from Rika's early game. Usually, if you're playing a deck like Hexproof Bird, then you need to worry about aggro decks. And Rika's is not running cards that can give much pressure early game. So I would say it's relatively comfortable for a Hexproof Bird deck. But looks like, Jimmy, you are not very lucky this game. You don't have the bird. Okay, draws one card, draws into another drawing card. So you're still looking for that bird. Draws into a monk. Really needs that bird. You only 21 HP left, and you still don't get the bird. Oh, that's a surrender. That's, I would say, probably about 10 to 15 draws, and you still don't get your bird. And I'm assuming you're running at this 2 and maybe 3 birds in your deck, so that's a little bit unlucky. That's a little bit unlucky. And that's your game 3. No birds at the start, but you're probably gonna change your cards, so we'll see if you change into any birds or not. And Rikus is running hexproof. Oh, you're only saving one fortune teller, but still don't get the bird. But you do get a Peach Festival. Oh, and still you still don't get the bird. But you do have some draw cards. So maybe draw a card and you get a bird. And you get the bird! And all the buff cards are ready. And there's a heritage on the board. So this is probably gonna be the bird behind. Yep, the bird behind the heritage. And Rikas couldn't get rid of the bird. So the bird stays on the board for one turn. And now you got all the buff cards in your hand and 5 mana. In Yang Seal into Vigor Growth. So that's a 15 HP bird. Enrica's trying to get rid of the bird. But he's lacking damage. And that's double combo. It makes the bird triple strike. So that's 33 damage into Rikus. Rikus cannot resist that. And Jimmy gets the victory. Sweet. Let's check out your rankings. Oh, and you're at 13 points. Nice. And Rikus is also at 13 points. So you're dragging Rikus down from 15 points. You're the first one who defeated Rikus, I believe. Let's see. Rikus wins, 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 wins again. So you are the first person to defeat Rikus in the group. Sweet. And there's still Vale. Vale is winning every single game. And you also lost one game. So let's see who you lost your game to. No problem, bro. Good luck on buffing up your birds, man. Maybe we can watch your games again in group stage, you know? Maybe not just in playing stage. We can watch you again in group stage. Let's see, let's see. So number one again, Veil. Veil. Oh, the only game you lost is to Veil. That's so unlucky. Yeah, and Veil is running Inferno Frozen, which is probably an aggro deck. And just like I mentioned before, if you're playing the bird deck, you are kind of hard countered by aggro deck because you need some turns to set up your bird. So, oh, at this you still got one game. That's not too bad. Alright, and I think that's it for today. And before we get off our stream, let's thank our sponsors again. That's saying BNB Chain, BOC, and Izumi Finance for sponsoring today's live streaming. And we will see you guys again in group stage, which is, I believe, 2 days later. So we'll see you guys again 2 days later. And after the stream ends, for whoever is watching the stream, you guys can go to the comment section and just leave your wallet address, and I will do a lucky draw session if there is enough people, and for the whoever gets draw, you can get an epic bell card, I believe, an epic bell card, and there's two, I think, two winners for each stream. So if you're interested at free epic bell card, don't forget to leave your message at the comment section after the stream ends. And that's it for today. Thanks everyone for watching.